Hello and welcome to day 2 of the NCAA tournament as we continue down the road to the Final Four. Hey guys, what's going on? Ken Rayder here with Raydertology. We're talking brackets again. We're going to recap yesterday and then we're going to jump into my picks for today. So yesterday I went 11 and 16, split the first state, going 4 and 4. My perfect bracket was busted as soon as it began when I took Louisville to beat Minnesota. Minnesota shot lights out. Then I chose Belmont to beat Maryland. That didn't happen. I also lost Syracuse, Vermont, and Auburn. And New Mexico State. Those games being won by Auburn, Florida State, Baylor, Minnesota, and Maryland, respectively. Then I went 7 and 1 on the last 8, knocking me to a respectable 11 and 5 or 11 for 16. So, what did we learn yesterday? Well, I think the world finally saw and fell in love with the Wofford Terriers. As we learned yesterday, Fletcher McGee is not human. He went on a one-man 9-0 run to really just slam the door on Seton Hall. You got to love this team. They've won 21 straight games. Now they've won in the NCAA tournament on the biggest stage. I think this is Wofford's first ever win in the NCAAs. So, you got to be loving the Terriers right now. They're a great team to root for. And I hope they do continue to advance. I got them, unfortunately, matching up with Kentucky. But now with the fact that we learned that Washington from Kentucky is not playing against Wofford, you're saying there's a chance. And I really hope so. And I'm sorry about this damn autofocus thing. It has been the biggest pain in the ass. I can't seem to turn it off. I wish I could. But so please bear with that if you can. So now let's go over to my picks for today. But before I do, one thing I noticed was that so many games went chalk. Went with the high seed. And I think that's because during the conference tournaments, all the 1 seeds had a very, very difficult time. Which really shows the competitive balance, at least on the bottom half, of some of these smaller conferences like the Summit League and the Sun Belts and things of that nature. And, the West Coast Conference, finally Gonzaga lost, which got St. Mary's in. This is why I'm very hesitant about this Gonzaga Final Four pick that I have. Because Gonzaga never loses this conference. And the fact that they didn't only lose, but they got blown out is really something I'm still trying to wrap my head around. But anyway, let's get to today's picks. Okay, first game of the day, since number 7 Cincinnati, number 10 Iowa. I took Cincinnati. I took Mississippi. I pretty much went a lot of chalk on this day. I got Texas Tech beating Northern Kentucky, but this is my, holy crap, I'm scared shitless pick. But I'm still going to take Texas Tech. I took UC Irvine to beat Kansas State. I just don't see Kansas State being able to put up numbers. They just don't do it. I took Tennessee, who's one of my Final Four picks. I took Virginia to beat Gardner-Webb. Not going to happen again. I said the 16 seed last year was loaded. This year it is not. So I don't think Virginia has any real trouble with Gardner-Webb. So don't expect the UMBC 116 to happen again this year. I took Buffalo over Arizona State, Oregon over Wisconsin, Utah State over Washington, Duke over North Dakota State, Houston knocking off Georgia State, NC taking on Iona. I got NC winning that one. Iowa State, Virginia Tech beating St. Louis, and in my upset special of the day, Liberty knocks off Mississippi State, which I actually think would be even bigger than Irvine knocking off Kansas State. So, what do you guys think? Am I crazy for Irvine or Liberty? Or is there something here that you guys think I missed? Hope you see it. This is Mr. 11 and 5 signing out.